Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today. Sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we are talking about Love Island UK Season 10, Episodes 3 and 4. We're just going to knock it out because there was a lot that was happening, right? So we have two bombshells. We have Whitney, who is kind of giving like the life of the party and also the instigator in the villa. She was selected to go on a date, and she selected Andre to go on the date, but I could tell that again, he's only 21 and he kind of made a big deal about the fact that Whitney was older than him, so I don't think the vibes are there. However, I don't know who Andre actually likes, right? Some people are speculating that it's Ruchi, but I don't know if he likes anybody, you guys, because he's giving nothing to indicate he likes anybody that is in the villa, other than initially it seemed like he was into Elle, and I don't think he was into Catherine. I just think he was just into the fact that she had somebody else as competition, so therefore he had to step it up. But I don't trust the vibes, right? So he might be an early exit because he's giving absolutely nothing thus far. And so then this last episode, we had our second bombshell, Sammy. And here's the thing. What is going on, producers, with you guys showing these pictures and showing these side profiles and these faraway pictures of these bombshells? And then when they come to us face to face in person, it's a totally different vibe. I thought we were getting Andrew, Tasha's Andrew, with a beard and some longer hair. And in person, that was not, Sammy was not giving, you guys. He was not giving at all. And why is this cast so messy? They stood up and cheered very sarcastically when Jess got the final text for the date, and it seemed like the men are just over her, right? But they'll flirt with her, they'll gas her up, but it seems like they're annoyed by her as well. So their overreaction and their sarcastic reaction to her getting a date, I felt, really indicated that they feel a certain way, right? And so we had another truth or dare game. In this particular game, it was a game of each couple having to basically compete to see how quickly each other can demonstrate different sex positions. And then once you peel off that card, is also, you know, a kissing competition, basically, to where you either kiss somebody you want to have a sneaky link with, you want to do a three-way kiss with somebody, you want to kiss somebody that you know, you find the top 2 or 3 most attractive people. And so I found it interesting how long Zach and Molly were kissing twice. Very suspect, and they both seem to be into each other, but I don't know the extent of it. And I want Catherine to keep her options open because she's going to need a new bombshell to come in very soon, or hopefully she can last till Casa and just get a new person altogether. And then also Tyreek. I can't, he's unserious, right? He's friend zoning Jess in the previous episode, right? Because it gets to the point where she's spending all this time with him, and he eventually tells her that she's sexy, but then also tells her that he's not into her, and basically friend zones her. And I think, and then he kisses her in the competition, so it's like, well, what's happening, right? So I don't know what's going on there. I think he reminds me so much of Dami, as far as like, it seems like he's the life of the party in the villa, and it seems like also all of the girls are into him, is like one of the girls' top choices because he's cute, he's good looking, right? But he also is very immature, right? And just says whatever is immediately on his mind, and it's sometimes inappropriate. However, these girls are like all wrapped up, and at first I thought Ella wasn't into him. But she definitely is. Because Whitney said that she's territorial over him, and I was like, really, she is? Because every time I see him, he is basically, you know, Jess has him up, you know, and so it's very interesting. So we'll continue to monitor that situation to see if Tyreek is going to act up anytime soon. But him and Ella are getting a lot closer. We got to see a lot more of their connection this episode because Ella was called out first to go on this date with the new bombshell, Sammy. And it kind of felt like Ty was holding back, that he actually missed Ella. Ella, I could tell, was not feeling the bombshell, and she immediately went back to Tyreek and went to go hug him and everything else. I hope they make it. I think they have potential to go all the way. I just hope Tyreek doesn't mess this up. I just hope he doesn't mess this up and chills with the antics. I get it that he is one of the stars and he is getting a lot of camera time, but can we like rein it in and really focus on your connection, right? And all of the things. But I do like him instigating and meddling in everyone else's drama, because he's saying what we're thinking, right? He's saying what we're thinking, but it's also funny because it's like, well, Tyreek, you're being a little messy yourself too. Like, where is the self-awareness, for your behavior when you're calling out Zach and other people for how long they're kissing Molly? And so Mitch is pretty much, he is married off to Molly, and Molly is not married off to him. But Molly, when she talked about them doing matching bathing suits and matching outfits, night one, I knew one of them was going to be completely gone, and it ended up being Mitchell. And Mitchell is giving me Luca vibes, Luca obsessive vibes, to where he does not want anybody else, although he slipped up and admitted that if he wasn't with Molly, he would go for Ella and actually kissed Ella. And even Ella was being petty and kissed him in a game because she saw Tyreek kiss Jess again. And so I found that to be interesting. And he slipped up. Mitch slipped up because he was like, Ella's the most beautiful woman in the villa. And he was like, wait, second most beautiful behind Molly. And I was like, uh-oh, I see what it is. He is into Ella. He likes her. So I think Ella is being represented on the show, because it seems like a lot of the girls love her. A lot of the people are following around, and it seems like some of these guys are also into her as well, but we're just not seeing any of it. We're seeing very little Ella, so maybe we'll see a lot of her on unseen bits. I love the conversations of, the cast was speaking different languages this episode. They were speaking Spanish, they were speaking German, and it was just really nice to see, kind of those mundane moments where it's not scripted. It's not like a fake facilitated conversation about, oh, where's your head at, and all those things, right? So that was kind of refreshing. Molly had like this random moment where she was crying because she wants to live out her fantasy and explore all these guys in peace without anybody judging her, right? And so she lets out this cry because she was so overwhelmed and she was so scared to tell Mitch that she is not closed off like how he is. And that's going to spell fireworks, because that is going to be what tomorrow's episode is about, is that. But I hope production does not mess this up. Do not turn this show into Molly Island, or you are going to lose the fans. You are going to lose the fans if you turn this into Molly Island. Also, not here for some of the racist and inappropriate comments that are happening on Facebook from Fiat 500, saying that it looks too diverse and that it looks like straight out of Compton. No. No. We've been how many seasons into the show, and how many times is it that the people of color are ignored on this show, or they are basically mugged off, or they're early exits, or they're just the friend or the wing woman the entire time until ultimately it's time to kick them off and they barely make the final. It is nice and refreshing finally to see these men who are actually interested in black women. However, I do not know fully Zach's intentions, right? Because Zachariah disappointed me this episode. I thought he was all into Catherine, and even with the long makeout sessions with Molly, he is still kissing Catherine at night, but basically has made it a point to say to other people that he intends on pursuing things with Molly. I don't know the extent of this, if this is going to be for real, or if this is going to be another situation where Molly's kind of trying to play the Tasha role, to where she doesn't want to seem like she's closed off and just all in on one person, and wants to keep going on these dates and explore these other guys to see if there is a stronger connection, but she doesn't want to be judged, right? She doesn't want to be judged and feel like she's in a box. But I think ultimately Molly is going to end up with Mitch, because I don't think ultimately Zach has the personality or, you know, the qualities to last as a main character on the show. I am just not seeing it because he is giving very much background vibes, right? But I'm noticing the cast now, it is very obvious they are flocking to the people that they're seeing the cameras follow around, and I'm noticing the cameras are following around Ella more, so the girls are sticking to her like glue now, and also the cameras are following Molly around, and they're following Tyreek around, right? Andre is giving nothing at all, right? Ruchi needs to get grafting because her playing a wing woman is going to send her an early exit out of the door, and she will not make it to Casa if she is going to continue to pretend and hold back her feelings for Andre and spoon with him in the bed right before the lights go out, and then act surprised that people are, you know, wondering what's going on with the two of them. They need to either make it happen or they're going to be out of this villa within the next couple of weeks, you guys, because they need to give us something, right? And I thought Andre was into Catherine because it seems he's ignoring her ever since she's been in a couple with Zach. So that's kind of messed up for Catherine because I thought Catherine would keep her options open, and it seems that Zach really, you know, wooed her to the point that she seems closed off, and she should not be closed off at all. She needs to get some options, right? She needs to get some options or she will be at risk very soon. So that's not a good look for her as well. So that's really the meat of a lot what's going on. George, like I said, he's furniture, so nobody cares about him. Jess likes to insert herself into different things and just instigate different things, and it's a little weird, like her asking why Tyreek didn't kiss Catherine in the challenge, and it's like, was he just supposed to kiss her because she was black? Like, I just didn't understand her logic. She wasn't making any sense, and so I just feel like at times she's messy, and she doesn't need to be, but she is messy and she cannot help herself, right? And I think it is because she feels that she is the baddest in the villa, and she's already feeling insecure because Molly is the only blonde that all of the guys are flocking to, right? And you know, basically she has, you know, elevated herself over Ella and Catherine, except for nobody is interested in her, right? So, but it seems that she is sticking to Ella like glue in hopes that things fall apart with Tyreek, right? And that she could be the leftover, she could be the rebound. Like, that's what it's giving at this moment. So I'm going to continue to monitor this and see how this goes, right? So there is that. So let me know what you guys think. This is episodes 3 and 4. What are your guys' thoughts on all of the couples thus far? Like I said, Mitch thought the show was over and that him and Molly won already. And Molly said, I need 1 million storylines to fulfill this contract. So we're not going to be all in anytime soon. Tyreek is giving main character, except for I don't know if and when he is going to break Ella's heart, because she seems very smitten with him now. I think what happened was she felt a certain way about them meeting previously when she had blonde hair and him not remembering. I think that initially turned her off, and she felt a certain way that he didn't remember her or didn't remember what happened. And then once they started connecting, now she seems very smitten with him. Whitney, she's going to be besties with Mendy to stay on the show. It's giving friendship couple vibes. So I don't know ultimately what's going to happen there. But I don't see romance between them. And Mendy, he's just a character, you guys. The little screen time he does get, his one-liners are hilarious. So there is that. So let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.